Station. I need a job. Listen and practice.
I'm so broke. I really need to find a job.
So do I. Do you see anything good listed?
How about this telephone sales job? You call people and try to sell them magazines?
That sounds boring. And anyway, I'm not very good at selling.
Well, I am. I might check that one out. Oh, here's one for you. An assistant entertainment director on a cruise ship.
That sounds like fun. I love traveling, and I've never been on a cruise ship.
It says here you have to work every day while the ship is at sea.
That's okay. I don't mind working long hours if the pay is good. I think I'll apply for it.
Listen to Brad's phone call. What else does the job require?
Hello?
Hello, this is the employment office of Holiday Cruise Lines. May I speak with Brad?
Hello, this is Brad.
Ah, good. Brad, we got your application for Assistant Entertainment Director. Your skills look good, but I have a question. Do you speak any other languages?
No, not really.
Oh, that's too bad. We're really looking for someone who can speak at least one other language. I'm sorry, but we'll keep your application and call you if another job comes up.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for calling me, and I hope to hear from you again.
Listening. Job hunting. Listen to people talk about the kind of work they are looking for. Check the job that would be best for each person. 1. Bill.
So what kind of job are you looking for?
Well, I haven't made up my mind. I love working with people, and I love traveling. I don't want a job where I'm stuck in an office all day. I want to get out and see the world.
Are you interested in working in business? That's where you can sometimes make good money.
I'm not really interested in making a lot of money at this point in my life. I'll worry about that later.
2. Shannon.
What kind of career are you planning for yourself?
I don't know. I think I'd like to have a job where I can help people. Everybody else in my family is in law or business. You know, boring stuff like that. That's just not for me. I know I'd like to work overseas, though. Maybe in a children's hospital in a developing country. But that's a long way away. I have to get into medical school first, and that's not going to be easy.
3. Ben.
What kind of job do I have in mind? Well, I don't want a regular 9-to-5 job. Eventually, I'd like to get into acting, maybe even break into movies. But I guess that won't happen for a while.
So what are you doing in the meantime?
Well, I work out at the gym nearly every day. I need to be really fit. And I'm taking acting lessons as well so that I feel comfortable in front of the crowd. I just had some pictures taken to show to agents in the city. Would you like to see them?
Sure.
Perspectives. Job profiles. Listen to these people answer the question, what kind of work would you like to do? What job does each person talk about?
Well, I think I'd make a good journalist because I'm good at writing. When I was in college, I worked as a reporter for the school website. I really enjoyed writing different kinds of articles.
I know what I don't want to do. A lot of my friends work in the stock market, but I could never be a stockbroker because I can't make decisions quickly. I don't mind working hard, but I'm terrible under pressure.
I'm still in school. My parents want me to be a teacher, but I'm not sure yet. I guess I could be a teacher because I'm very creative. I'm also very impatient, so maybe I shouldn't work with kids.
Listening. Good or bad? Listen to Louisa and Tim discuss 4 jobs. Write down the jobs and check if they would be good or bad at them. 1. Louisa.
I don't know what classes to take this semester. I can't decide what I want to do with my life. Have you thought about it, Louisa?
A little bit. My history professor says I should think about a career in politics. But I don't think I'd make a good politician.
Why not?
Oh, you know me. I'm not good at working with other people. I'm too moody, and politicians have to work with people all the time.
That's true. So what do you think you want to do?
Well, honestly, I think I'd make a good architect.
Oh, you would. You're so creative.
And I love drawing and, I don't know, making things. Plus, then I'd get to work alone a lot.
2. Tim.
That reminds me of a problem I'm having.
What is it?
You know my parents have a restaurant, right? Well, my father wants me to be the manager.
And you don't want to?
No way. Restaurant managers have to manage other people. I'd be terrible. I'm too disorganized.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I think I could be a good teacher. I like working with kids and I'm pretty patient.
That's true. And you're very hardworking.
Perspectives. The Empire State Building. Now listen. What information is the most surprising?
Okay, folks, here we are in the Empire State Building. The history of the Empire State Building is filled with many interesting facts and figures. It was designed by American architect William Lamb to become the tallest building in the world. Construction began in March 1930, and by October of that same year, 88 floors were already finished. In 1931, after 14 months and $25 million, the building's 102 floors were officially opened by U.S. President Herbert Hoover. In 1964, colored lights were added to the top by the building's owners. The colors change almost every night. While it's no longer the world's tallest building, it is still seen as a symbol of New York City, and people from all over the world visit the building every year. It has even been featured in some of Hollywood's biggest films, including King Kong and Sleepless in Seattle.
Listening. Who built them? Listen to 3 tour guides describe some very old monuments. Take notes to answer the questions below. 1. The pyramids. Who built them? Why were they built?
The pyramids were built more than 4,000 years ago by the Egyptians. The most famous ones are on the west bank of the river Nile, outside of Cairo. They were built as burial places for the Egyptian kings. After a king's death, his body was turned into what is called a mummy. This preserved it. The king's mummy was placed inside the pyramid along with treasures.
2. Machu Picchu. How big is the city? When was it discovered?
Machu Picchu is an Inca city in Peru. Construction of the city started in 1450. The ruins are about 2,400 meters above sea level. The city covers about 13 square kilometers. For centuries, the city was buried in the jungle and wasn't discovered again until 1911. Today, Machu Picchu is one of the most famous tourist attractions in all of South America.
3. The Great Wall of China. Why was it built? How long is it?
The Great Wall of China is the longest structure ever built. It was built to protect one of the Chinese kingdoms. Much of what exists of the wall today was built during the Ming Dynasty in the late 1400s, although some parts of the wall are much older. The wall is about 11 meters high, and a stone roadway runs along the top of it. The main part of the wall stretches for about 3,400 kilometers.
Conversation. I need some information. Listen and practice.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I need some information.
What currency is used in the European Union?
Where?
The European Union?
I think the euro is used in most of Europe.
Oh, right. And is English spoken much there?
I really have no idea.
Huh. Well, what about credit cards? Are they accepted everywhere?
How would I know?
Well, you're a travel agent, aren't you?
What? This is a hair salon. You have the wrong number.
Listening. Colombia. Listen to a short talk about Colombia.
Colombia is located in the northwestern part of South America and is the fourth largest country in South America. It has coastlines on both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. It has a population of around 45 million and is a very beautiful country with snow-capped mountains as well as hot lowland plains. The capital city is Bogotá. Spanish is spoken by nearly all Colombians, and it is the country's official language. Many religions are practiced, but the religion of the majority of the population is Roman Catholic. Some of the most important industries are textiles and clothing. Other industries include mining and oil. Agriculture is the most important section of the economy, and Colombia's main agricultural products are coffee, flowers, sugar, bananas, rice, corn, and cotton. The coffee that is grown and exported is delicious. In fact, Colombia produces more coffee than any other country except Brazil and Vietnam.
Perspectives. It happened to me. Listen to what happened to these people. Check the things that have happened to you.
I was watching a really good movie, but I fell asleep before the end.
I was talking to my friend when my cell phone died.
I was traveling in another country when I met an old school friend.
I was getting off a bus when I slipped and fell on the sidewalk.
While I was shopping one day, a celebrity walked into the store.
I was typing my book report on my computer when it crashed.
While I was walking down the street, I found some money.
Listening. Lucky breaks. Listen to these stories about lucky breaks. What were the people doing before they got their lucky breaks? What were their lucky breaks? 1. Young Zifah.
About 40 years ago, young Zifah was just an ordinary Chinese farmer. He was living off the land and was very poor. Today, he is recognized as the man who discovered a highly important archaeological site, sometimes called the eighth wonder of the world. What happened? One morning in March 1974, Zifah and some other local farmers were looking for water. As they were drilling a well, they hit something hard. They found pieces of pottery and ancient weapons. Immediately, the head of the village reported the news to the local government, and in May 1976, the digging began. To everyone's surprise, there were over 8,000 soldiers made of terracotta lying underneath his land. The soldiers were over 2,000 years old and had been buried along with Emperor Qin, who wanted to take an army with him to his next life. Today, young Zifah spends much of his time at the Terracotta Army Museum. He sits, poses for pictures, and proudly signs autographs for the millions of tourists who visit from all over the world.
2. Gwyneth Paltrow.
You could say that actress Gwyneth Paltrow was born lucky. After all, she is the daughter of two well-known talents. Her mother is an actress, and her father was a writer, producer, and director. But like all people wanting to break into movies, she had to go to drama school and learn how to act. Today, Gwyneth Paltrow is a successful international actress and has even won an Oscar award. So how did it all begin? According to Ms. Paltrow, her lucky break came when she was 18 years old. She was at a movie theater with her parents. While they were waiting in line to buy some popcorn, she noticed that Steven Spielberg was also in line. She was just about to order when he came over to her and said, "Hey, can I ask you a favor? Would you play Wendy in the movie Hook?" "Sure," she said, and so she got her first movie role.
Conversation. What have you been doing? Listen and practice.
Hey, Gina. I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been doing lately?
Nothing exciting. I've been working 2 jobs for the last 6 months.
How come?
I'm saving up money for a trip to Morocco.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. What about you?
Well, I've only been spending money. I'm pursuing a full-time modeling career.
Really? How long have you been modeling?
Since I graduated. But I haven't been getting any work lately. I need a job soon. I'm almost out of money.
Listen to 2 other people at the party. What has happened since they last saw each other?
Hey, Bob, how's it going?
Pretty good, thanks.
I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been looking for a house to buy. I finally found one last month.
That's terrific.
Yeah, I'm really tired of renting. So, what have you been doing lately?
Well, I went to Italy last month.
Really? What were you doing there?
I was taking a short Italian course. But guess what? I fell in love.
You did? Who's the lucky guy?
Actually, I fell in love with the food there. So I've been taking some classes in Italian cooking. That pizza you're eating, I made it.
Listening. Facts about Spain. Listen to people on a game show answer questions about Spain. What are the answers?
Welcome to today's show. The rules of the game are simple. I will ask a question, and the first contestant to hit the buzzer gets to answer that question. Each correct answer is worth $100. Today's topic is Spain. Are you ready, contestants? The first question for $100 is, what currency is used in Spain? Contestant A.
The euro.
That's right, contestant A. Spain used to use the peseta, but now they use the euro. And now for the next question. What country borders Spain to the west? Contestant A.
Portugal?
Correct. You're doing very well, contestant A. Maybe our other contestants can catch up on our next question. What is the capital of Spain? Contestant B.
The capital is Madrid.
You're right, contestant B. The capital is Madrid. Excellent. Let's see how you do with our next question. What is one of the most popular sports in Spain? Yes, contestant C.
Hockey?
No, I'm sorry. Anyone else know the answer? Contestant A.
Soccer is very popular in Spain.
That's right. Okay, there are only 2 questions left. Let's go, players. Next question. Spain is an agricultural country. What are 2 of the main crops? Contestant C.
Olives and, wheat?
Good for you. Olives and wheat are both grown in Spain. We only have 1 more question left, contestants. And remember, the winner of this round will be back here tomorrow for the championship playoff. And now for our last question. What are two of the main industries in Spain? Contestant B.
I think textiles and automobiles are made in Spain.
Yes, that's correct. Spain manufactures both textiles and automobiles. So, contestants, let's look at your scores. Contestant A, you answered...
Conversation. What's playing? Listen and practice.
Do you want to see a movie tonight?
Maybe. What's playing?
How about the new Star Trek film? I hear it's really exciting.
Actually, the last one was boring.
What about the movie based on Stephen King's new novel?
I don't know. His books are usually fascinating, but I don't like horror movies.
Well, what do you want to see?
I'm interested in the new Sandra Bullock movie. It looks good.
That's fine with me. She's a wonderful actress.
Listen to the rest of the conversation. What happens next? What do they decide to do?
Yeah, her last movie was amazing. It's probably one of my all-time favorite movies.
Actually, I didn't see it, but I heard it was just okay.
Well, I'll check the theater's website and see what time the movie starts. Maybe we can go to a show after dinner. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
You won't believe this. It's not showing anymore. It was showing just last weekend, but I guess the schedule has already changed. We're back where we started.
Why don't we just see what's on TV tonight?
That's fine with me.
Listening. How did you like it? Listen to people talk about books, movies, and TV programs. Which ones do you think they would recommend? 1.
What do you think of Sue Grafton's books?
I love those mysteries. When I started to read A is for Alibi, I couldn't put it down. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning to finish it.
Wow. Have you read any of the other books in the series?
Oh, yeah. B is for burglar. C is for corpse. I'm already up to K is for killer. Using the alphabet to build a mystery series is such a clever idea. I can't wait to read all 26 books. I wonder what Z will be.
2.
How did you like the movie?
Well, I walked out after half an hour.
You did?
Yeah, it was so dull that I started falling asleep. And I've never seen such bad acting. I think I'm going to start reading movie reviews online so I don't waste my money.
3.
Did you see that documentary on TV last night? The one about Australia?
I did. I learned so much. I didn't know they had so many different kinds of animals there. And the photography.
Yeah, it was something, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. It was pretty amazing. It made me really want to go there and see it for myself.
4.
Are you reading that book too? It seems everyone's reading it now. When did UFOs become so popular anyway?
Actually, I just finished it. What a waste of time. Just the same silly stuff about visitors to Earth from other planets.
I know. It said absolutely nothing new.
You know, I'm sick of hearing stories about little green creatures. If they're real, how come no one can ever take a picture of them?
Perspectives. It's about... Listen to people talk about some of their Hollywood favorites. Can you guess the actress, actor, or movie each person is describing? 1.
He's an actor who often plays unusual characters. He's fantastic as the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland and Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
2.
This action movie came out in 2010 and stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a thief who is able to steal information from people's minds. It's kind of confusing, but the special effects are amazing.
3.
It's a science fiction movie that was directed by James Cameron. It's a beautiful film that takes place on the moon Pandora in the year 2154. It's a story about the clash of cultures and civilizations.
4.
She's an actress who is excellent in both dramas and comedies. I loved her in Mamma Mia and The Iron Lady. I haven't seen a lot of her earlier movies, though.
Listening. A night at the movies. Listen to 2 critics talk about a new movie. What do they like or not like about it?
Welcome to A Night at the Movies. I'm Pauline Kaplan.
And I'm Colin Hale. Good evening.
Tonight, we're going to review the new James Bond film. Well, I really like this new James Bond actor very, very much.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best actor that's ever had the role. Warm, human, even funny. A totally believable character.
I have to agree. A perfect 007 type. Pauline, what did you think of the story?
It was a standard story for a Bond movie. The usual beautiful women, the usual evil villain. Nothing new.
Well, I'm surprised. I have to say that I thought the story was unusually good. The race car scenes were exciting, and the surprise ending was great.
Well, I can't agree with you there.
Really? What did you think about the music?
I wasn't impressed at all by the music. I love the James Bond theme, but what they did with it was awful. Too modern for me.
I can't believe you. I haven't heard such interesting music in a movie in a long time. It really added to the action scenes.
Now that brings up another weakness in the film, the special effects. Again, it's just the same old stuff. The car that flies, the pen that's really a gun. You get tired of that kind of thing.
I'd hardly believe you and I saw the same movie, Pauline. I have to say that the special effects were the best ever in a Bond film. For example, the scene where...
Excuse me, Colin. We're going to have to break for a commercial.
You're right, Pauline. We'll be right back with our ratings.
Conversation. Have you met Raj? Listen and practice.
Have you met Raj, the student from India?
No, I haven't.
Well, he seems really nice, but there's one thing I noticed. He moves his head from side to side when you talk to him. You know, like this.
Maybe it means he doesn't understand you.
No, I don't think so.
Or it could mean he doesn't agree with you.
Actually, people from India sometimes move their heads from side to side when they agree with you.
Oh, so that's what it means.
Now listen to Raj talk to his friend. What does he find unusual about the way people in North America communicate?
So how are things at school, Raj?
Oh, pretty good, actually.
Do you find it easy to communicate with people?
Most of the time. Though there are some things I find a bit unusual. For example, the way that people end a conversation. You know, they'll say things like, "Hey, let's get together soon." At first, I thought that they were inviting me to do something. But then I realized it's just a way of saying goodbye. It's not really an invitation at all. It takes a bit of getting used to.
Listening. Sign language. Listen to 3 conversations about driving. 1.
Oh no, not another parking ticket. That's the second one this week. Why did I get a ticket for parking here? I thought this was a free parking zone.
Maybe you can only park here after working hours. Is there a sign around anywhere?
Oh, you're right. There's one over there. I didn't even notice it. Looks like you can't park here till after 6 p.m.
How much is the fine?
Would you believe it? $60.
2.
I wonder why that traffic officer is signaling me.
Perhaps he means you're driving too fast.
No, I don't think so. The speed limit is 60, and I'm only going 55.
I wonder why there are no other cars in this lane.
What do you mean?
Well, you see how the other cars are all in the lane next to us?
You're right. I think this one is just for buses and taxis. They really should put up better signs around here.
3.
That's weird. The last few cars driving toward us were flashing their lights.
I see what you mean. There's another one.
Maybe my lights are on or something. Let me check. No, they're off.
Do you think there's an accident up ahead? Maybe you'd better slow down.
Oh, now I see what's happening. There's a patrol car up ahead checking people's speed. How nice of those other drivers to let me know. Well, I'm within the speed limit. At least I am now.
Listening. That's how I feel. Listen to some people talking. Write what each person is talking about. 1.
That road sign looks kind of strange to me. I wonder what it means. Perhaps it means the road gets slippery when it's wet. Or it might mean that the road is very curvy.
2.
That's the last time I'll watch one of his movies. It started out okay, but the ending was terrible. The last scene could mean they stay together, but it may also mean they never see each other again. I can't stand when directors leave the ending so open.
3.
Wow, that lecture really made me think. Everything the professor said makes sense. I could never understand Greek philosophy before, but he made it all so clear. Maybe this means I should change my major to philosophy.
4.
I can't believe how many rules they have at this pool. They look through all your bags to make sure you don't have any food or glass containers. I guess that probably means a lot of people try to bring those things in. All I wanted was to go for a swim.
Conversation. If I found $750,000. Listen and practice.
Look at this. Some guy found $750,000. He returned it, and the owner simply thanked him with a phone call.
You're kidding. If I found $750,000, I wouldn't return it so fast.
Why? What would you do?
Well, I'd go out and start spending it. I could buy lots of nice clothes and jewelry.
Someone might also find out about it, and then you could go to jail.
You've got a point there.
Listen to the rest of the conversation. What would Phil do if he found $750,000?
So what would you do if you found $750,000?
Oh, you know me, Pat. I'm so honest, I scare myself sometimes. I'd take the money straight to the police.
I guess that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Maybe you'd be luckier than the guy in the article. Maybe the owner of the money would give you a big reward.
Well, they say honesty pays, right?
Listening. Tough predicaments. Listen to 3 people talk about predicaments. 1.
I just got a postcard from my friend Carrie. She lost all her money on vacation in Europe. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Jane, what would you do if you were on vacation overseas and you lost all your money in credit cards?
I guess I'd call my parents and ask them to send me some money right away. What about you, Bert?
Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. Although, maybe I'd try going to the embassy or consulate to see if they could help me. What about you, Susan?
Well, I guess I'd probably sell my watch and camera. Or I might get a job as a waitress somewhere till I made enough money to buy a plane ticket home.
2.
You know, I'm really worried about Carol.
Why?
Well, I think she has a serious shopping problem.
Really?
Yes, she keeps buying things and putting everything on her credit card. I don't think she realizes how hard it's going to be to pay all the money back. I don't know what to do. What would you do if you discovered a friend had major financial problems?
Oh, no question. I'd talk to her about it.
Oh, I don't think I would.
Why not?
Well, because it's really none of my business. I wouldn't tell a friend what to do in that type of situation, so I wouldn't say or do anything about it.
Well, I think I'd probably talk to her family about it. It's a personal problem, and they should try to help her first.
3.
You know, I was faced with a tough situation the other day. I was walking down the street and saw two people fighting. It looked pretty violent, but I didn't know what to do, so I just walked away. I figured it was none of my business, but now I think I should have done something. What would you do if you saw two people fighting on the street?
I'm not really sure, but I know I'd have to do something. I guess I would call the police.
No, that takes too long. I'd try to break it up.
But you could get hurt if you did that.
Well, then I'd try to get someone to help me break it up. In the meantime, I'd shout for someone to call the police.
Listening. I'm calling about. Listen to people calling Dr. Hilda, a counselor on a radio talk show.
This is Dr. Hilda. Welcome to today's show. Now let's get started right away with our first caller. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Hilda. I'm calling about my daughter. She's dating an older man.
Oh? How old are these two people?
My daughter's 24, and this man is 42.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she had to stop seeing him, and now she won't speak to me. I feel terrible. Tell me, Dr. Hilda, what should I have done?
First, you should have spoken to this 42-year-old man. You should have asked him not to date your daughter for a couple of weeks, to give the situation some time to cool off. Then, if they still want to see each other, and if the man seems like a nice person, you should let your daughter date him. You shouldn't worry so much about the age difference. Okay, now let's go to our next caller. Hello, caller.
Hello? I'm a first-time caller, and, well, my problem is that my father went away on a business trip, and I borrowed his brand-new car, and I had an accident.
Where is your mother?
She's away, visiting some friends.
All right, go on.
Well, I sent an email to my father, and I told him... Well, I told him someone had stolen the car.
Oh, you should have told your father the truth. Your father would probably understand about a car accident, and he would be glad you weren't hurt.
I'm not too sure about that.
Oh, give it a try, young man, because the truth is always better than a lie. Okay, now let's hear from our next caller. This is Dr. Hilda. You're on the air.
Hi. I'm calling about a problem. It's kind of a personal problem, but it also concerns work.
Yes, go on.
Well, I invited some friends from the office to my house for a party a couple of weeks ago, and everything was fine until someone started talking about politics.
Oh, you shouldn't have let the subject of politics come up.
Well, it came up, and I got really angry at one of my coworkers, and to prevent a fight, I asked him to leave.
And what happened after that?
Well, now it's caused a big problem in the office. He won't even speak to me.
Again, you shouldn't have talked about politics at a party. It's not a safe topic.
That's for sure.
And you shouldn't have gotten so angry either.
That's true, but what should I do now?
You should apologize.
Well, maybe that's a good idea. I'll give it a try.
Good. Well, folks, that's another show. I'm Dr. Hilda. Join us again next time.
Conversation. Are you doing anything on Saturday? Listen and practice.
Hi, Daniel.
Oh, hi, Albert. How are things?
Just fine, thanks. Are you doing anything on Saturday night?
Saturday night? Let me think. Oh, yes. My cousin just called to say he was flying in that night. I told him I would pick him up.
Oh, that's too bad. It's my birthday. I'm having dinner with Amanda, and I thought I'd invite more people and make it a party.
Gee, I'm really sorry, but I won't be able to make it.
I'm sorry too, but that's okay.
Listening. He said, she said. Listen to Albert inviting friends to his party on Saturday. What excuses do people give for not coming? 1. Scott.
Hello?
Hi, Scott. This is Albert. How are things?
Oh, hi, Albert.
It's my birthday on Saturday, and I thought maybe you'd like to come to my party.
Oh, I really wish I could, but I won't be around this weekend. I'm leaving Friday night, and I won't get back till Sunday afternoon.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Albert. Have a great party, though, and happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. And you have a great weekend, Scott.
Oh, thanks.
Well, bye.
See you around.
2. Fumiko.
Hello?
Fumiko? Hi, it's Albert. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine too. Saturday is my birthday, and I was wondering if you'd like to come to my party.
Oh, what time?
Say around 7:30?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I may already have plans to go to the movies with my friends.
Oh, okay, Fumiko. I hope you have a good time.
Thank you, and I hope your party is fun.
Yeah, well, I hope so too. See you in class on Monday?
Sure. Bye-bye.
Bye.
3. Manuel.
Hello?
Hello, Manuel.
Hi, Albert. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
What's up?
Well, my birthday is Saturday, and I'm having a little party with some friends, and I thought maybe you'd like to come.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I already promised my mother I'd take her to the new dance club downtown. She loves to dance, and she's really looking forward to it.
Oh, I didn't know your mom liked to dance, Manuel.
Oh, yeah, she loves it. And, well, Mom...
It's okay, Manuel. Don't worry about it.
I'm really sorry. Okay, well...
See you soon.
Take care, Albert.
Okay, bye, Manuel.
Bye.
4. Regina.
Hello?
Hello? Regina? This is Albert.
Oh, hi, Albert.
What's wrong?
I've got the flu.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess you won't be coming to my party on Saturday, huh?
No, I guess not. I'm feeling pretty run down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, take care of yourself, Regina. I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, me too. Bye.
Listen. What happens on the night of Albert's birthday?
Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me.
Surprise!
Oh, wow! Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Scott, Fumiko. Wow, what a terrific surprise. Manuel, Regina, man, you really fooled me. I can't believe it. Amanda, did you set this up? Wow, you're the best.